just leaving Valdesalor today, and a lovely little cafe here for breakfast with a shop. Great place to stock up on supplies. They have a lovely display here of local fare, I guess. Sausages and fruit spreads and all sorts of things. So we are departing Valdesalor, heading through Caceres, which I think is about 11 k's away, and probably just stopping for a coffee, and then on to Casar de Caceres. About a 22k day. A little bit easier than yesterday. I don't know what this place is. Oh, that's open. I wonder if this place was open for breakfast too. Just a couple of k's out of Valdesalor. Gee, I have trouble remembering all these names. Should be quite a pleasant day today. Into Caceres for a coffee break. Our first sighting of Caceres, probably 3 to 4 k's away. That'll be a coffee break, and then straight on to Casar de Caceres. It's been a good walk today, but it is getting warm. Just look at my watch. What time is it? Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. It's getting really warm. Just a quick look at the Cathedral in Caceres. I foolishly agreed to come up that tower. Oh, my knees are loving this.
This is worse than I thought.
Whose idea was this too?
Sorry.
Can we abseil back down?
It's fun. I can see daylight.
There's light at the end of the staircase. Well, was the view worth it? Oh. I love those Spanish tile rooftops. Oh. The tower just over there. And there, I think it's part of the old city wall. We just came from there. So this is an interesting route out of Caceres, which is just back there. Looking over the plains of Extremadura, on our way to Casar de Caceres. So we compared 3 different guidebooks coming out of Caceres, and they all wanted us to stick to the road heading up to Casar. But as you come out of Caceres, there's some new arrows pointing up to the left, and I was a bit ahead, and I went up there and I thought, oh, this is getting confusing, and I sent a message back to the people I was walking with, just check your guidebook before you follow me. And we ended up at a bit of a junction where we could kind of follow the guidebooks, and there's a major roundabout as you come out of town, and you go past that, and then you follow a main road up towards Casar. But there was this track heading up a hillside with lots of arrows and Santiago painted on the ground. Hola, buenos dias. And I think 4 or 5 locals kind of looked at me, being obviously confused, and they said, "No, go this way, go this way. It's the arrows up the hill." And so that's what we've done. So it's not in any of the guidebooks, but it's very clearly marked. And one old guy stopped in a car and said, "No, go that way, it's safer than going along the road." I think he was basically saying you would end up following that road down in the valley. So we're kind of heading in the same direction. We're parallel to that road, that route which is shown on most of the guidebooks, and we're getting a nicer walk. It'll be interesting to see how far it is at the end of the day, because we've climbed a fair old hill. That was a bit different, a bit unexpected, but let's see how it turns out. So it's about 5.5 k's to Casar de Caceres. Let me just zoom out. It won't bounce as much when I'm walking.
Better plans for tomorrow now?
Oh, hang on. You're just going to be on a video. So the route over the hill out of Caceres was not a good idea. We reckon that added a k. And when we were looking around Caceres, I realised I didn't have a lot of water. So it was 11 k's, and it's going to be a warm day. So I thought I'll get another half litre of water. So I had about a litre for 10 or 11 k's, which I thought that'll be enough. It's now 27 degrees, 5 k's to go, and I'm down to about 200 mils, I think. So I will run out of water before we get there, but you know, it's not going to be catastrophic. It's going to be really thirsty when we get there. So it's a good lesson in water management. I was probably cutting it a little bit too thin. Should have had another half litre or so. So we'll be there in about an hour and a half, hopefully.